Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our transfer reaction show. And strong rumors in fact, my friend Fabrizio Romano has actually confirmed this. It's probably more than a rumor at this point. The strong news actually coming out that Alexander Isak is close to joining Newcastle from Real Sociedad for 70 million euros plus 5 million euros in add-ons. And it's an interesting deal. It's one that has kind of come out of nowhere. I mean, Isak has been linked with different clubs at different times. I think United was said to be interested like they were for all strikers. Arsenal was said to be interested. I think there was even rumors with Chelsea as well. Clubs are getting into strikers, of course, and then Newcastle kind of come in to kind of sign to try and sign Alexander Isak, and it's an interesting deal, and we'll go through all the steps of that because it's one of those ones where you kind of have to analyze and think about, well, is this a good deal or not? So we kind of we'll get into that now. So let's start with the player, of course. I think it's obviously a step up for Isak. He's a main man at Sociedad. He scored, of course, in the weekend as well against Barcelona, if you remember. A bit of a deflected goal, but nonetheless a goal. He's a talented youngster, promising talent that has been around for. He's only 22, but it feels like he's been around forever. I think I remember him being around like I think he was playing for Dortmund. He was highly rated even back then. So it seems like he's been around forever, but he's only 22. Obviously, going to Newcastle is a step up from Real Sociedad at this point. So that's something as well. Is he ready to take that step up? I'm not sure, but you'll never know unless you make it. So from his point of view, it is a good deal. Just the numbers will probably make it a good deal, but I think it's an important deal. It's a good deal for him to try and make the step up. Obviously, for Newcastle, the thing is Newcastle do need a new striker because beyond Callum Wilson, they only have Mark Wood. And for a team that's trying to compete for the top six, that genuinely has a chance to finish in the top six, which I think Newcastle will do. I don't think you can have a backup striker in Mark Wood. So you need something a little bit more. Callum Wilson is injury prone as well. So you need a proper backup who can come in and slot in. Is Alexander Isak that guy? For 70 million euros, he's not. He's not a 70 million euro player for sure. He only scored 9 goals last season, only 6 in La Liga. I think nine in total. For Sociedad, that's not good enough. That's not the kind of player you pay 70 million euros for. And to be honest, somebody was pointed out to Anthony Gordon for 60 million pounds, and that kind of squeezed the market. But Anthony Gordon's not for 60 million pounds either. So it is overpriced. It's heavily overpriced. I don't know why they're doing that deal. I mean, to be honest, there's other strikers out there that they could look at for cheaper for sure. And there is one actually, which we'll come to in a second. But 70 million euros for Alexander Isak just seems like a lot. And I think they're betting on potential here rather than on what he's shown so far on ability. And that is always dangerous. That's always dangerous for any club. So for me, I don't think it's a good deal at 70 million euros plus 5 million add-ons. But we'll leave the add-ons aside. 70 million euros was way too much for a player who's only scored 9 goals so far. Like not so far, but last season only scored 9 goals. He got 17 the season before, so he's had a good season. He can score goals. The problem is you got to look at certain at patterns. You're paying 70 million euros. You're not paying for 2 seasons before. You're not paying for what he can do 5 seasons from now. You're trying to buy him for what you think he can do in the next season. And I don't think Isak is the guy, particularly if Isak's only going to be a backup. You don't pay 70 million euros for a backup. And I don't think he's better than Callum Wilson at the moment to be starting. So or at the very least, he's pretty much level. Like he's not an upgrade on Callum Wilson. At very least, he's not an upgrade on Callum Wilson at the moment. He could be. He could be a better striker than Callum Wilson over time. But right now, he's probably at the same level as Callum Wilson. So is he worth 70 million? Do you play 70 million euros for a player who's basically just the same level as a striker you already have? That's my issue with that. And maybe it's desperation from Newcastle, maybe not. But it just strikes me as an odd deal. Financially, it strikes me as an odd deal because I don't think he's a player. And maybe it's also that saying, well, we want that much money, so if you want him, you got to pay it. I mean, Spanish clubs are notoriously difficult to negotiate with. So that are one of the clubs that are a little bit difficult to negotiate with. So maybe that is the case as well. But it just seems like they could get better for that price. It just to me it feels that way. But if Eddie Howe wants it, if Newcastle want it, then you pay whatever price you have to go and get it. That's the way it works in the market. But the interesting thing is, I was saying there's strikers out there. They actually agreed a 25 million pound fee for Joao Pedro from Watford. So they already have a striker that they're going to be signing, or they were going to be signing. Now they're going to pay 70 million for Isaac. Now this does put the Joao Pedro deal in question. So my thing here is, what was the thinking behind bidding? Did they bid for Joao Pedro as a way to kind of go, well, if we don't get Isaac, then we have this player that we can sign. But now that they've kind of agreed a fee for Isak, they're like, well, we don't need Joao Pedro. So I'm not sure where that is coming from. I'm really not sure where that is coming from. Because it's a bit odd, isn't it? It's like when you have Anthony and Gakpo in a way for Manchester United, right? But it's like, okay, well, we've got Gakpo as a backup. We're gonna try to get Anthony first. But you don't put a bid in and you agree everything with Gakpo, a fee with PSV and everything, and then you go, well, oh, we got Anthony. So to me, I'm just surprised why they went for Joao Pedro and they agreed a fee with Watford when they knew they were gonna bid for Isak. And try and get that. Normally it works the other way. You bid for the player you want, and then you kind of, if you don't get him, you agree personal, but you don't bid for the player. So to me, it's a little bit weird, but it does put that deal in question. I mean, Everton also interested in Joao Pedro, so it's not a big deal. But for the player side point of view, I guess it's not that much of a loss. But obviously, Newcastle is better than Everton, but he still get a move if he wants it to the Premier League. But from Newcastle's point of view, it's just a bit weird to me. I don't understand the logic behind trying to get Isak when you've already got a fee agreed for Joao Pedro. And knowing that getting Isak means you won't get Joao Pedro. I mean, you could get both, and that's not a problem if you're trying to get both. But if you're only going to get one, you already agreed a fee for one. It's just weird. But anyway, it's not a good deal. If it happens, it happens. But I don't think it's a good deal for Newcastle. That's my opinion. But let me know in the comments. What do you think? What do you think about this deal? Do you think Newcastle? I mean, do you think this is a good deal for Newcastle? Looks like they're going to press ahead with it. Looks like Isak is already in for his medical. So this thing is moving fast. So let me know what you think in the comment section, whether this is a good deal or not. Always happy to hear your comments, of course, on it. Do remember to smash a like for this video if you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed the analysis, and remember to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook as well. We appreciate your support, and like I said, we're going to follow our stories as they come, and we'll try and do reactions when we can. So do follow us for that to get notified as videos drop. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye bye.